Hi, everybody. We are here today with 5 internet digital entrepreneurs. And
Hello.
we were just wondering, we are on a path since a while, and we were talking with each other. We all have different reasons why we started all this, because we're all different people with different journeys. And so that's why today we wanted to delve in a little bit what brought us to becoming a digital entrepreneur. And the question starts, there are 2 questions that we want to raise with all 5 people here today. And the first question is, what is the biggest step, or what is the reason why you became a digital entrepreneur? And I'll ask that question to Patrick. And to finish off, perhaps he can also point out what it has brought him so far on his journey, what his experiences are, and what he has gained so far.
All right, Paul, thank you very much for the introduction. Well, to start with the first question, what was the biggest step, or what was the reason actually to start an online business? I will give you a little background of my situation. I was in a really good job, I was doing well, but I kind of realized that was I didn't have any much more growing in the company I was. So I started to become uneasy with that. I wanted, I wasn't growing anymore for a while, and at the same time, my responsibilities at home were growing, so the stress levels were growing. And I realized that it wasn't any good for me or for my relationship with my wife and my kids, my family. I didn't have time or energy to be with them when I really wanted to be. So I started looking for other options, and it's crazy because my first thoughts were about getting another job, maybe a higher level job, or start my own conventional business, and now I think that is really a crazy idea that I had then, because what I really needed was to have more time flexibility. But on that moment, I was so blinded by the routine and by the expectations that everybody had on me, that I decided that I was looking for solutions within a really narrow way. But one day I decided the life I was living was not the life I wanted to live. So I decided to quit my job, and without having any solution. I wanted to be there for my family, and I was gonna figure it out. And I think that's the moment I realized I was an entrepreneur, because I knew what I wanted, and I knew I was gonna find a way to make it happen. So that's probably the biggest and most difficult step that I took. And sometime after that, I came across the possibility to start an online business with the SFM. And for that, I have very clear financial goals, which, to tell you the truth right now, I haven't achieved. But what I have achieved is that I've totally detached from the path that I was going, and the path that I knew was not going to make me happy. The path that it was going to cost me my physical health, or my relationship with my wife, or the relationship with my kids. I knew that for sure, but it was really difficult to get rid of that. And because I found this other alternative, it gave me some other ideas, some other views, or some other perspective to life, and to let me teach me to take the time to think, really think about what I want to do, and show me a path to achieve that. That's the reason I'm still building this business. And if I didn't have this much of guidance and coaching and support from the community, I would have already gone back to my career, because I didn't know anything else. I didn't think I could do anything else than what I was doing. And that on one hand, but on the other hand, the pressure from your surroundings, from the people around you, from people in your family, but also people from your work, kind of always push you back to the to the old way, to the standard way, and it's really difficult to get detached of that. And as I said, the SFM and this program really helped me to focus on really on what I want and stay true to myself and really fight for what I really want. So that's the most important steps in what I've gained from this journey so far.
Thank you, Patrick. That's fantastic. Perhaps you've said it in some words, but could you say once more, summarized, what would it have cost you? Imagine now that you would not have done this, which is hard to imagine because you are in it, but imagine that you would not have done this. What would it have cost you in your life?
I know exactly. I thought about a lot about this, and I'm sure it would have cost me. First of all, I would have regretted forever that I never took action to change a situation that I was not happy in. It's not that I was not happy. I was very unhappy inside, but I didn't dare to show that because I have a perfect life. You know, I had a nice job, a nice house, a nice car, a nice family, but inside I was hurting. But I didn't want to show that, and I know that I would have lose my physical health, or end my relationship with my wife, and I don't know what kind of a father I would have been if I was stayed in such a unhappy position for longer.
Thank you. That's
So
great.
the most important parts of my life, I'm sure I would have lost it.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you for that honesty. That's really fantastic.
Thank you for your questions, Paul.
Great, great.